Welcome to 7 Pot Club. I'm Rob.
I grow hot peppers.
It's May here in Minnesota, which means we'll soon be planting hot peppers outdoors. But today, we're going to stay inside so that I can update you on the progress of our AeroGarden hydroponic pepper plants. Let's get started.
My roots are in the water, but I'm reaching for the sky.
I hope you liked that bumper. I thought it might be fun to write and record short snippets of theme music to introduce recurring topics. Our last update was on day 47. Today it's day 200, which means the plants are a little more than 6 months old. Like many first attempts, I've had slightly mixed results. 2 of the 4 plants have been quite productive, and the other 2 have grown a lot and they're very healthy and they flowered a lot, but they just haven't really produced peppers yet. But I think they may now be on the right track. Let's see what's happened since our last check-in.
Here's our AeroGarden Bounty Wi-Fi on day 60 after planting, 2 weeks after we removed the herbs that were originally growing alongside the 4 pepper plants. Dwarf Chiltepin, Matafrade, Ahi-Charapita, and Cap 214. The first buds were starting to appear on the Dwarf Chiltepin. Plants grow very quickly in the AeroGarden, and I want to keep them at a manageable size. Time for their first major pruning. Some of the leaves developed these thinned spots after the herbs were removed, either from stress or from being too close to the lights. I removed them along with all the larger leaves. I gave a similar trim to the Ahi-Charapita and also to the Dwarf Chiltepin. I topped these 3 plants back on day 50, but waited until day 60 to top the Cap 214, as it's a more vertical plant and needed a little bit more growth before I felt comfortable lopping off the top. If you think I'm pruning this plant too severely, wait until you see what it looks like today. Here's the final result after pruning all 4 plants. Day 68, and things are looking pretty good. See the flashing on the AeroGarden screen? That means it's been 14 days since the last feeding, and it's time to add more nutrients. So I poured in a couple of capfuls and followed up with a water chaser. Then a little more pruning as I tried to keep the Charapita from invading the personal space of the Cap 214. Day 73. I really lavished attention on these plants during the early weeks, and I think it helped shape them into a configuration that still accommodates 4 plants on day 200. Day 82. And time to do a complete water change. I used a siphon and bucket to remove all the water, then refilled with fresh water and nutrients. Day 85. It's really amazing how fast these plants are progressing. 3 of the 4 now have buds and flowers, and the Dwarf Chiltepin is already bearing fruit. Day 92. Still trying to keep things under control and give each plant its own space. But look, peppers are appearing all over the Dwarf Chiltepin. Day 116. It's an exciting day because the first ripe pepper has appeared on the Chiltepin. Charapita and Matafrade are both covered in flowers, but still no fruit. What's very concerning are all the buds that have been falling off the plant. I'm not sure what the problem is. I've been shaking the plants and even running a fan sometimes to encourage pollination, so I'm stumped as to what the problem might be. The next day, I checked the pH. 6.9 is maybe a little high, but not too far out of range. Maybe it's too cold by the window? Now we're going to fast forward all the way ahead to day 162. I've still been avidly maintaining the AeroGarden, but planting and tending the outdoor pepper seedlings has diverted my attention from documenting its progress. I've also been depressed because of the lack of peppers on the Matafrade and Charapita. First order of business today, a pretty severe pruning. I cut back quite a bit in an attempt to reboot the plants and to keep the Cap 214 from attaching itself to the window. The Cap 214 is just starting to fruit, but the others are still dropping buds in alarming numbers. I bought a new handheld battery vac just to clean up all the fallen debris. The roots were pretty much filling up the tank, and it wasn't holding as much water as I thought it should. So time for a little root trimming. Everything was going well until I accidentally stabbed Cat with the scissors.
Oh, God. That's me. Oh, blood.
Sorry, put down. You got it. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
so sorry.
okay. Oh, that's not a lot of blood. Just a little blood.
I don't think my laughing helped. At this point, I decided it was enough root trimming for one day. This was also the day I changed up the nutrients. I switched from the AeroGarden plant food to a Fox Farms product formulated to encourage blooming and fruiting. We'll see if it helps. Day 177 was a banner day. First ripe pepper on the Cap 214. The other three plants were pretty shocked by the root trimming and nutrient change, dropping leaves and buds. But the Cap 214 is going gangbusters with peppers galore. Fast forward to today, day 200. As you can see, no matter how much you prune these plants, they come right back bigger than ever. The Cap 214 is starting to climb up the window. Peppers are still coming, and I'm finding ripe ones almost every day. All the plants are flowering again, and I'm hoping they'll all bear fruit very soon. Of course, I'll keep you updated in a future episode. The plants are all intermingled now. I'm done trying to keep them separated, and there doesn't really seem to be a need to do so. Just going to trim things up and call it a day. One final note. I checked the pH again, and it's down a little since last time. I think this is in the acceptable range, but I welcome your opinions in the comments.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and tap the bell to receive notifications as we post new episodes. We now have 7 Pot Club logo t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, and more, all in a variety of colors, with new designs coming very soon, so if you're interested, please head over to 7potclub.threadless.com. And for even more 7 Pot Club, follow our daily updates on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. For 7 Pot Club, I'm Rob.